Hyperion vs. Blue Marvel, two of Marvel's most underrated yet insanely powerful beings, clashing in a battle that could tear reality itself apart. On one side, Hyperion, a living weapon from another universe, a being who once held two collapsing universes in his bare hands, a god fueled by solar energy. On the other, Blue Marvel, Adam Brashear, a man whose body generates antimatter energy, a force so dangerous it can destabilize existence itself. This is not just strength versus strength. This is universe-level power versus universe-breaking energy. And today, we answer the ultimate question. Who would win? Origin and true power source. Hyperion is not just a Superman copy, he's something darker, something far more brutal. Born in another universe, his body absorbs solar radiation at levels beyond Kryptonian-like beings. His strength isn't just physical. It's cosmic. He has survived universal destruction, endured collapsing realities, and walked away like nothing happened. His power grows with exposure, meaning the longer the fight lasts, the more dangerous he becomes. But then, there's Blue Marvel. Adam Brashear isn't powered by the sun. He is powered by antimatter, one of the most destructive forces in existence. His body functions like a living reactor, constantly generating energy capable of erasing matter on contact. He once fought Sentry, yes, the Sentry, and matched him blow for blow. That alone places him in an entirely different league. Hyperion draws power from stars. Blue Marvel generates power from within. And that difference changes everything. Strength, speed, and raw destruction. When it comes to raw strength, Hyperion is an absolute monster. He has lifted objects with near-infinite weight implications, survived planet-destroying attacks, and physically overpowered beings most heroes wouldn't even dare challenge. His punches don't just break bones. They fracture space itself. His speed? Faster-than-light reactions, operating at a true cosmic scale. But Blue Marvel is not far behind, and in some ways, he may surpass him. Adam has demonstrated power comparable to Sentry, meaning we're talking about molecular-level force, city-erasing strikes, and combat speeds beyond perception. But here's the key difference. Blue Marvel's attacks aren't just physical. They are antimatter-based. That means every punch, every energy blast, doesn't just damage. It erases. Hyperion hits harder. But Blue Marvel hits deadlier. Durability, hacks, and battle intelligence. Hyperion's durability is beyond insane. He has tanked universe-level destruction, stood within collapsing realities, and survived forces that should erase existence itself. His body doesn't just resist damage. It endures the impossible. But durability alone doesn't guarantee victory. Because Blue Marvel doesn't just rely on durability. He relies on control. Adam Brashear is a genius-level intellect. He understands physics, energy, and combat strategy at a level far beyond most heroes. He doesn't just fight. He calculates. Every move, every reaction, every outcome. He can manipulate energy, absorb attacks, redirect power, and even contain explosions capable of wiping out entire regions of space. And this is where things become dangerous. Hyperion's abilities are largely physical and energy-based. Blue Marvel interacts with energy at a fundamental level. Meaning, he can absorb, counter, and even weaponize Hyperion's own power. And once that begins, the fight shifts. Because now, it's no longer about brute force. It becomes a battle of efficiency. Hyperion delivers universe-shaking blows. But Blue Marvel turns those blows into fuel. Hyperion unleashes heat vision capable of melting worlds. But Blue Marvel absorbs it, stabilizes it, and sends it back stronger. And the longer the fight continues, the worse it becomes for Hyperion. Because Blue Marvel doesn't tire in the same way. His antimatter core generates power continuously, endlessly, like a reactor that never shuts down. Meanwhile, Hyperion depends on external solar energy. If that supply is disrupted, even slightly, his advantage begins to fade. And then comes experience. Hyperion fights like a war god, aggressive, overwhelming, unstoppable. But Blue Marvel fights like a scientist. Precise, calculated, patient. He studies his opponent, identifies patterns, and exploits weaknesses without hesitation. And in cosmic battles, that mindset changes everything. Because it's not always the strongest who wins. It's the one who understands the fight better. And here, that edge belongs to Blue Marvel. Final clash and winner. Picture this. Two gods collide in deep space, where silence feels heavy, and every movement bends reality. Hyperion charges first, faster than light, his punch carrying the force of a collapsing star, a force that has shattered worlds and broken dimensions. But Blue Marvel doesn't dodge. He stands still. Calm. Focused. And then, he absorbs. The energy doesn't explode. It folds, as if space itself is being rewritten. The impact disperses, bends, and returns. Amplified. Hyperion's eyes blaze brighter. He pushes harder, unleashing everything, heat vision burning like twin suns, fists striking with unstoppable fury. But Blue Marvel adapts. Every attack, every burst of power, becomes fuel. He isn't just surviving. He's evolving. And then, the turning point. For a moment, everything goes silent. No movement. No sound. Only a pulse, building, growing. Blue Marvel releases a full antimatter wave. Not an explosion. Not destruction. An erasure. Space distorts, light collapses, existence flickers. Hyperion resists, pushing beyond limits, trying to overpower the impossible. But this isn't something you can punch through. This isn't something you can endure. Because antimatter doesn't fight strength. It deletes it. Hyperion's energy, his power, his very presence, begins to break apart. For the first time, he isn't losing to strength. He's losing to something he cannot counter. And in that moment, the battle ends. The light fades. Silence returns. And in the emptiness of space, only one figure remains. Blue Marvel stands victorious. Not because he is stronger in raw power, but because his abilities directly counter Hyperion at the most fundamental level. This was never just strength versus strength. It was existence versus erasure. And in that kind of battle, there is only one outcome. Final verdict. Blue Marvel wins. Not easily, but inevitably. Because when strength meets antimatter, strength doesn't just lose. It ceases to exist. Check out my other videos for more epic character crossovers and battles. Thanks for watching, and stay happy and healthy.